Former President Donald Trump is in hot water again with the judge overseeing his first criminal trial.
Yet today, Judge Juan Merchan found the former president in contempt again for violating the judge's gag order and making another public comment about the jury. Trump was fined $1,000, but importantly was sternly warned by the judge that more violations of the gag order could lead to jail time.
The judge saying, quote, "It appears that the $1,000 fines are not serving as a deterrent," adding, "The last thing I want is to put you in jail. I will if necessary."
Let's bring in NBC News national correspondent Yasmin Vossoughian outside of the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. And also with us in studio here is NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos. Danny, let's start with you here, because from an outside perspective, you can look at this and there's obviously a lot of different players involved in the decisions on the gag order. And I'm like, what would I be doing if I was the judge? What would I be saying if I was Trump's defense attorney? And what would I be doing in the prosecution's situation? Or rather, in the prosecution situation. Break that down for us. What options does the judge actually have here moving forward? And if you are, say, defending Donald Trump, what is your move next as you deal with your client, as you sort of navigate these waters?
Justice Merchan said what I absolutely believed he was thinking and thought we would never get a glimpse into his mind. And sure enough, that's exactly what I expected. He does not want to send a former president to jail. I don't think any judge presiding over any Trump case wants to do that. And he actually articulated that. But he also said that he'll do it if he has to. The question is, when is the moment when he actually has to? I don't think even Justice Merchan knows himself until the situation confronts him. If you're the people, things are moving nicely. You've put on the record every time you've had a complaint about what Donald Trump says. And if you're the defense, you take your palm and you put it on your forehead, because too often the client does whatever the client wants to do, irrespective of your good advice to him. And a lot of times clients miss the fact that the whole reason they had to hire an attorney in the first place is because they did things their way. So if Trump continues to do things his way, there's really not a whole lot his attorneys can do other than try to give him advice.
Yasmin, let me turn to you. The jury did hear some new testimony about how the finances of the Trump organization worked. Who did they hear from? What did they hear?
They did. Jeffrey McConney, the controller for Trump Organization, the former controller, I should say, for the Trump Organization, working for the organization since 1987, about 35 years or so, testifying. Also the Trump civil fraud trial, Trump Organization trial, the payroll corporation as well. Certainly a major witness for the prosecution here today. Talking more about the documents, when it came to the retainer agreement, he was asked specifically, did you ever see a retainer agreement between the Trump Organization and Michael Cohen, who was subsequently paid $35,000 a month over a 12-month period from January 2017 to January 2018. And he said no. However, Michael Cohen was, in fact, paid that $35,000 a month. And then talking through the $420,000 total payment that was paid out to Michael Cohen, including $130,000 to Stormy Daniels and/or her attorney, Keith Davidson, $60,000 for a bonus, and then the subsequent money adding up to $420,000 for tax payments as well. A really crucial witness for the prosecution. For the defense, though, as well, as they talked through some of the issues in which they had with his testimony, saying, did you feel as if you got this direction from Donald Trump? He said no, and then certainly did not talk to whether or not he thought this money was paid out towards Stormy Daniels and what it was for. So a lot of back and forth here throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.